What's up, everybody? In light of everything that's been going on, I wanted to sit down and talk with my daughter about, Black Lives Matter movement and what she thought about some of the situations that were going on today. So I'm here with Sydney.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
So what does BLM mean to you?
Well, BLM is short for Black Lives Matter, and right now is an important part of the world because people are getting mistreated just because of their color, which isn't right.
How do you feel about the protest and what's going on right now?
Protesting is good, but looting and setting buildings on fire isn't really right because people have worked very hard on those buildings. So, if you're holding signs up, that's good, and just walking on the streets, that's very nice, but burning down buildings isn't right.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely peaceful protest is the right thing to do. And I think a lot of times the people that are looting and breaking into buildings are not the same as the protesters. So a lot of people need to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You agree?
This is what I gotta say to the people who are destroying things. If you really feel like you have to take an opportunity, like if you're gonna be an opportunistic, something is wrong with you. If you cannot stand up and fight the good fight and you wanna be a cheater and go ahead and take what we're trying to do, something is wrong with you. Because what we're trying to do is stand up for the basic rights of humanity. And that's what we're trying to do, and we're trying to do it in a peaceful way.
So what do you think some things are that you could do at your age to help out right now?
Like, if you hear someone saying stuff that isn't right, like racist things, you should tell them, you not like to fight them or like start having hands in it, but you should tell them, you shouldn't be doing that. That's not the right thing to say, and don't just cause a big problem.
Yep, that's very good. I think that's the right answer for sure. And every little bit helps, no matter what age you are, you can always do something to help.
Yeah.
Dang, so that's interesting. I didn't even know Minnesota had an issue with that. So in transitioning to what can we do about it now, I'd actually say, it probably starts with the individual, right? First,
Absolutely.
just being aware of what's going on, maybe sitting, listening, taking heed to what's going on, trying to educate yourself. What would you say?
It's all about perspective and just understanding someone else's way of life. And like they say, yes, all lives do matter. All we're asking is when are ours going to start? Mm-hmm. And so understanding that it's different for a black mother or father. Mm-hmm. When they send their kids out, they're worried if they're going to come home. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or if some white people, they don't have to go through that type of situation. So it's different to not understand that if you're not going through that on a day-to-day basis. Mm-hmm. So it's just tough.
The other thing I wanted to share with my stance on the whole thing, and really like the deeper root to all this, is that I just believe as a Christian, Air Christian as well, that, all people were created equal in God's image. You know what I mean? The Bible literally says we're all created in God's image. It says, like, when you die in heaven, like, all people of the earth will be together and united. So I just believe that if the creator of everything looks at us as equal, it's like, why would I not?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree completely. I remember I was scrolling through and I seen this person was talking about this verse in Luke, I think it was Luke 15, where God left the 99 sheep because one was missing. Mm-hmm. And they said, yeah, but don't the other 99 matter? Mm-hmm. And it basically was saying like, yeah, they do, but this one is in danger currently. Mm-hmm. And so it's the same thing as piggybacking off what you said. Like if the creator feels that way and that's how he thinks, then why don't we as a people feel the same way?
Right. 100%. And like I said, it's like for you to try to be sensitive to the issue or even get involved and help, it's like you'd have to understand what's going on. So I think listening and trying to educate yourself is invaluable right now. Mm-hmm. Also, just like evaluating yourself. If we're gonna work toward racial equality, it's like everybody has to kind of like check themselves.
For sure. And I feel like another thing is just there's no extremes. Like when we say Black Lives Matter, we're not saying white lives don't matter. Just like because there's bad police officers, we don't think all police officers are bad. We need police officers. Police officers protect us. They help serve the country. Mm-hmm. So it's just same thing with the looters. Like you have to learn how to separate what's going on and just be more conscious of this is this and that's that, and don't try to group everything into the same issue.
Right, and it's easy to make those generalizations,
yeah.
Right? We make racial generalizations all the time. I think you and I were talking earlier, right? It's
yeah.
Like people think, I think with what's going on, like people might think because you're black, you're bad.
Yeah.
or
Thug or-
yeah, or even you're black, you're a thug.
But
or,
even in a lighter sense, people say, oh, he's black, he must be able to dance, or he likes fried chicken.
exactly
Those
right.
types of things. I mean, it doesn't feel like but it is racist. I mean, even though you're joking or it's lighthearted, you're generalizing what you've heard about a race.
Right.
And so,
Anyway, speaking of ways that you can get involved and help, right now, definitely no like social expert, no legal expert, but there are some ways you can help the cause. If you check the link in the description, you go to that. There's a lot of places you can donate to help the people who are affected by this, such as George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and others. And then there's like some petitions you can sign, and then also some little bit of information about voting. You know what I mean? Because that obviously can weigh in. So thank you to Air Dog for being on here, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you sharing your heart.
appreciate you using your platform for doing something like this.
No doubt, man. Least I could do. And thank you guys for checking this out. Rest in peace to George Floyd.
Rest in peace.
And we'll see you soon.